Hello everyone, Lyle here from West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange, and today we have this little collection of coins and bills to look through. What's going on, everyone? My name is Lyle, and I own West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange here in Savannah, Tennessee. And I do a lot of videos of all of the cool collections that come into the store, a lot of unboxing videos, a lot of other coin-related content. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you like, subscribe, so you can stay up to date on all of the cool things that come into my very small coin shop here in Tennessee. And on today's show, I have this little collection that you saw in the bumper right here. We got some bills, some really cool bills. And then we got this collection of like silver and some buffalo nickels. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a quick second. I'm going to organize this stuff and then we'll see what's inside. All right, we got our little piles right here. Looks like we got some rosies right over here. We got a little bit of silver dollars, some buffalo nickels, a couple quarters, this $50, some Indian cent pieces, a war nickel, and some Mercury dimes right over here that were off camera. So let's start with the buffalo nickels. Now let's see what we got in here. Looks like we have some no dates and got these two no dates right here. I'm almost tempted to get that acid that you put on them and see if it can bring back the date. I'm almost tempted to do that because I literally have bags of this type of stuff, and it's just curiosity. I want to see what dates they are, possibly the mints. You never know, you might have a key date in here and you can't see it because the date's completely gone. Obviously it ruins the coin, but I have seen some people sell those coins that had the acid damage on them, but it revealed a date. But it looks like we have some 36s and a 35, another 36 right here, and another 36 right over here. This one has that nickel look to it. It kind of has like that war nickel look. I don't know if you guys can tell. This one kind of has almost a similar look as this one. So these guys are all just common buffalo nickels. And here is a 1943 war nickel, 35% silver right here. You could always tell because of the mint mark that is above the Monticello. So that is a nice war nickel right there. Let's move on to the rosies. It's just a handful of junk silver right here. Don't really have key dates really to look through. You can look for the varieties if you want, but I just use them as junk silver. And let's do these Mercury dimes. Of course, the one we always really want to look for is the 1916D. Oh, that is the king of the Mercury dimes, as they like to say. But looks like we got a 42, a 45. Let's take a look at this 42 under the microscope because there is an error with the 42. It is the 1/40 or the 2/1. And this one is not it. You would see a 1 right. My finger's not small enough to point it, and my phone's ringing. All right, I'm back, and I got a little pointer right here. So there would be a 1 right about, if I can hold it steady, right around there. You'll see the 1. But this one is just a regular 42. Another one that will go into the junk silver bin. And then we got this one right here that's pretty worn. It is a 1918, it looks like. Let's take a look at that one under the microscope. Make sure it's not a 16. Yeah, it's a 1918. Here is the reverse. You can see the mint mark. It is a S right there. Really cool. Those are the Mercury dimes. Let's take a look at these quarters right here. Looks like we got a no date shield quarter. I get these all the time in like junk silver bins. They're those quarters that were the ones before the Washington. I call them shield quarters because that's how I always knew them, because they had that shield. But they're actually standing liberties. I just always got used to calling them shield quarters. That's just what I call them now. Copy me if you want. But you don't have to. Somebody left me a comment saying, why do you call them that? I was like, I don't know. I just always called them that. I know they're standing liberty quarters. All right, so let's do these quarters. We got a 64. That's extremely common. 64. A 61. A worn 59, it looks like. I always wonder where stuff like this ends up and why it gets so worn. Because this one was heavily used, it looks like. We got a 57, a 42, a little bit of a better date, but it is a Philadelphia, so nice one for the junk silver bins. The 1942, no mint mark. And we got a 1951 right here. Looks like it's got that yellowish toning to it. So more stuff for the junk silver bins. Let's do this $50. This is a 1969, so it's a 40% Kennedy half. It's got a little bit of silver in there. 40% silver. Not bad. 70 is the last year that they did it, and 70 is was not released. It was only in like proofs and stuff where you can get the 1970. Let's do these dollars right here. So we got a few dollars. Here is a peace dollar. A 1926, kind of worn. Looks like a very old holder, and they were asking $13.75 for it at one point. They are not those prices anymore. They're a little bit more expensive, but here it is. And we have another, I'm not sure what that is. They're like repaving the roads outside. So that's like heavy machinery rolling through. So up next we have this 1934 peace dollar. This one is a little bit of a better date than the others. It is a D right there. I can see it. Denver Mint. The Denver one is not as good as the San Francisco one. The San Francisco one would be worth a few more bucks than the D, but there it is. There is our D. And this one has seen better days, but still really not that bad. It's a 1934 peace dollar. Not bad. And then we got some 1921s, which is probably the most common Morgan that I see. I see these all the time, the 1921. Here's one. And here's another one, but this one is a little bit more interesting because this one kind of has like that proof-like look to it. It was either extremely polished, but you can see that like proof-like mirror finish that it has. And it's like that throughout the entire coin, so that's making me think that somebody polished it. Or it could have just been from the mint like that. Could have been a proof. But let's see that mint mark. I can't really see it with these lights. It's a D. Right there. So, I don't know, but it's got that proof-like finish. Maybe from down here we can try to get more of that mirror-like look to it right there. But nice one. Nice one right here. It's got that mirror look to it. Not bad. Interesting stuff. All right, so next let's go to these Indian head cents. I get a lot of these that come into the store all the time. They're not worth a whole bunch. There are some that are definitely worth a lot of money. As you can tell, I don't know from that. You guys remember watching that video a few weeks ago where I got the entire collection of these guys? Like all of them were, I think one was missing. I'll find that video and I'll link it right there so you guys can watch it. but I actually did sell that thing. I forgot what I sold it for. I think maybe 4,900 is what I ended up getting out of it. But that was for the entire set, so not bad. I had my mentor. I sent it to him, and I had him look at it, and he said, "Yeah, there was a good portion of them were cleaned, but the main ones were pretty good. They were all in X fine or better, the main ones. So that was actually really cool. But these guys, they don't have. You can't really see Liberty on any of them. I think on one, you can see a few letters of Liberty. I'm not sure which one it was, but these are all pretty common. They're all from the 90s or the 1900s. So all pretty common ones. I throw these inside of a huge jug, and when I get enough of them, I'll sell them as one big lot of Indian head cents. So that is all of the coins. Let's move on to these bills, because these are actually really cool. Now I got these bills from the, I don't remember if it was the same collection or a different collection. I forget, but I got these. I thought they were really cool because somebody says taken 1919. This is back in 91. $20 silver bill, yada yada. And then this one doesn't really say anything, but this one doesn't have as much of the interesting stuff in it. This is all foreign currency, and I've had these Japanese government things before. I have some that looked like they're in pristine condition, never used. This one looks a little worn, but I get that type of stuff from time to time. I'll get this Japanese money from time to time coming in. I don't really know much about this stuff, the Japanese, the Philippine money, all of that stuff. I don't really know much about it. But it's really cool to look at, cool to have. I like to just hoard this stuff. For what reason, I have no idea. But this one looks like it was from 54 right there. And this one right here, this one, when I looked at it, I was like, wow, that looks just like a dollar almost from the sides, but it's actually a 1 peso, the Japanese government. And 1 peso. Really nice. If you guys know about any of these foreign bills, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what they are. Because I really don't know. Here's another one that looks like a regular, like a dollar, but it's a 1 peso from the Philippines. So if you know anything about this, a victory bill, let me know. If you're interested in any of this, of course, send me a message. Let me know. Call the store. I'd be more than happy to talk to you. But there's that. And here's a $5 one. It's another of the gold back looking ones. 5 pesos right there. Here's another 1 peso bill like the one we just saw. Victory bill. This one right here, $1. Government of Hong Kong from 1958. That's a odd shaped bill. And then there was this postcard in here. Or not a postcard, it's an envelope, excuse me. It's got this stamp. I've seen stamps like this before, unused. I think I actually had some in another collection that had a bunch of stamps in it with coins. But really cool. Back in 58, guys. 1958. Let's put these guys back in their envelopes. And then we got this last piece right here. This is actually really cool. It is American. This one right here is a $20 national currency. This one's from St. Louis. I've had a few of these bills before come in to the store. This is, I believe, the first $20 bill I've had come in before. I might have had another one. But, yeah, these are really cool to have here in the store. I don't really display many of them. I keep a lot of them in the back. Like I said, I hoard a lot of these bills. Why? I don't know. I guess it's like a savings, maybe. Who knows? But one day I'll get tired of looking at everything and I just sell everything. So this will probably end up in an auction someday. But if you're interested, I mean, I'm always willing to sell something. But this is a nice $20 bill right here. St. Louis national currency. Not bad. I actually saw Pawn Stars has like this new show called Pawn Stars Do America, and I have that type of stuff playing here in the store because a lot of people like to watch that show while I'm like looking at coins and trying to evaluate stuff to make them an offer. So I'll have it on, and I saw somebody come in with like a bunch of these. Like I wouldn't say a bunch. I'd say like 5, and they were all like the 1, the 5, the 10, the 20, and so on. And the dude was asking 10 grand, and I was like, oh man, that would be a good score. And I don't think they bought it. I think they offered the guy like $100 or something like that. I don't remember what it was, a few $100s. But it's in that new show, the Do America show, second season. I'm not sure which episode it was in, but I remember watching that. Curious. But all right, guys, so that's going to do it for this episode. I'm actually going to put that one in this one right here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like stuff like this, make sure you like, subscribe, leave me some comments. That really does help the algorithm here on our little channel that is growing immensely, and I am extremely proud of that, happy of that. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and doing all of that good stuff here on YouTube. So until then, guys, I will see you next time. Have a good day.